Hello and welcome back to. Okay, nope. Okay, apparently not.
Okay, bye. Transition away.
Transition away. Transition away from roll call.
Roll call.
Call roll. I'm
Thank you.
confused. Everything's backwards.
Everything's backwards. Up is down. Down is left.
That's right.
Right doesn't exist.
Lock lore.
Who stop that?
Vampires exist.
No. Thank you guys so much for being here. Super excited to be back into our Slivers of Fate campaign.
Can Fang.
Canned Fang.
Can Fang be alive?
I was looking at you.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Before I begin to fumble over more words, I will pass it to the scaly scoundrel across the way.
Shenron, thank you very much.
Shenron is not green
Hey, can I get 3 wishes?
anymore. He's technically green. Oh, I guess it's not. It's the universal. So yeah, technically you're right. If you're going with
I don't know anymore. I haven't
The
watched
fact
it
that you're
since.
really like contemplating this.
He's still green if you're going for base
Are you
Shenron.
green?
Yeah. He's got to start somewhere.
Carry on.
Last week we played D&D, and
Whoa.
that video went up on YouTube on Monday.
On Monday, you said?
Yes.
Oh.
Sometime
Monday.
after that, the vampire video showed up.
Hey.
We'll discuss when.
Sometime
'cause
after.
I don't know. I forgot to do it, so it showed up at some point. That brings us to today, where we're playing D&D.
Yeah,
This video will go up on YouTube on Monday.
on Monday.
Yay.
And the process repeats itself.
And it begins anew.
Again.
The
Right.
cycle never ceasing.
And
Yes.
again.
And so there is.
Forever and ever.
Last week there was also a Goose Game.
Honk.
Goose game.
Honks.
Gooses are infinite.
Many honks happened.
The
Mini
honkening
honks.
did in fact
The
happen.
honkening happened.
Both Goose Thulu and the Honkamat were summoned, ultimately destroying all of humanity and killing all of the stupid humanoids on the planet. And Goose supremacy reigned supreme.
Honestly, sounds great to me.
It was great.
Goose
it was
is
a great
always
time.
reigning
And it was
supreme.
so decimating, there's no vampire this Sunday.
No,
No, no,
So decimating it destroyed
they
an entire
just
other reality.
destroyed DC.
We need a whole other
Um,
week to repair.
Yeah, it's gonna be about another week before we have DC back in shape again. But in the
Lily
meantime,
lost an
you can
arm.
check out Chicago by Night tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/the RPG Table, where I play a dumb fucking son of a bitch. So go check that out.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's
Love
go.
it.
Himbo.
Watching Skye have to stop being smart and be like, no, that's the smart thing I would do. I have to do the dumb thing.
You know, literally, my whole thing is like, what's the stupidest thing I can do or say in this situation?
Why
I'm
do I
gonna
feel
do
as-
it.
There's the correct
Just
course.
ask, what would Shiro do?
I was gonna say, what would Tristan do?
I was gonna say, what would
Lambo.
Sai do?
Ourselves.
Because
No, you're too smart.
I may have my moments of smart, but I'm so smart, I'm dumb.
See,
It's
that
like
was
when a movie's so
smart
bad it's
versus
good.
dumb.
I'm just so dumb. I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's like
I look in the mirror and go,
so
dumb, dumb,
Dumb
idiot.
Dumb me. And I call myself dumb idiot.
I'm not mean, you're just dumb. Anyway.
So much self-deprecation.
I'm gonna play Eve.
I think
in the
that's
game.
something I've said.
Oh, I would love
At
that.
some point, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna not just play Eve. I'm gonna play Soft Boy Eve. Sometimes.
E. How do you spell your name? E.
But then you box some
F.
dude and kick his ass in the
Oh my
ass.
god, yeah. Or the fact that Ethan.
The glow up.
Anyway, now that we're done fanboying over a person who does not know he exists.
He cares.
Ooh,
Just like every other man in my life.
how do we tell them? Brutal. Fair, but brutal. Okay. So where we last left off in our Slivers of Fate campaign,
Uh-huh.
Yo.
a lot of things happened. I'll go in a quick order. Dragonheart and Claw talked to a semi-familiar, very unknown draconic presence that tasked them to find the different pieces of its skeleton and bring them all together to complete a ritual to bring it back to life. Dragonheart learned that something might connect him to this dragon. Claw had a much deeper, in-depth conversation without Dragonheart present in the mindscape. You guys got a potion. You got some cool snake bones. Then you went back to the tavern and had some drinks and had some conversations. Typhoon learned more about, you know, the town a bit, and about Gideon's history and past, and had a good heart-to-heart conversation with Gideon, while at the same time, Nariana was having a conversation with the head cleric slash headmaster of the school slash church that's built into the side of the mountain of Lumbra. Also had a good heart-to-heart conversation and an understanding about themselves and the world around them. As you all reconvened back in the inn, there were many different conversations, some A-B conversations, so see your way out, some groups conversations. Claw and Teresa went to one of the rooms to rest up because Claw had drank a lot and wasn't feeling well. And then while the rest of you were talking and chatting and Typhoon was getting drunk, the town was raided a little bit. So Gideon, quickly seeing your resolve to assist him in protecting the town, deputized you all, and you all rushed out to hopefully take care of the intruders. Upon finding that they were some thuggish individuals going into homes and shaking people down and beating them up, you quickly dove into combat. While in combat, you subdued a few of the fighters you were taking care of. You were unable to capture the archer that was shooting down, who shot holes in John's hands. And Typhoon, while in a muddled mind state of alcohol and possession from his rapier, struck true in the heart of his opponent and killed him. Which, as you all know, even if it is in self-defense, is illegal and is considered murder. After combat happened, the group had some time before going to get Gideon after the murder to look at Typhoon and go, "Yo, what the fuck, man?" To which Typhoon had no recollection. John putting some pieces together along with Dragonheart's aid of saying this has happened before, pieced together that it might be a magical effect, and upon investigating the rapier, realized that it was a cursed item. Leaving to go try and cut some tension and let things be known before Gideon arrived to the scene. You intercepted him, John, and explained the situation, and he had mixed feelings about it. Upon reaching back to the group and Typhoon, a conversation was struck, and attempts to convince Typhoon to relinquish the blade were unsuccessful, and so Typhoon, you took a nap.
I go Hangshu Mimi.
And you go Hangshu, as you were affected by the sleep spell in your weakened state. They took the blade from you.
Me to kill everyone too.
Yes. And you were manacled, and that was where we left off, with the group heading back to the inn with the various individuals in tow to go to the jail, which is close by. And so, this is where we pick back up. You all walking in. This is not the vibe that I want this to be. Just very
It's like party
much.
music.
I don't want that. There we go. It was playing organs. Like, and it's like, oh, we're not. That sounds like you guys are about to like fight somebody. Already happened. So you all are walking towards the inn. As you approach, Gideon will. The jail where we keep people is just on the other side of the building, so we'll go around the outside. With all of you, it would probably take all of you to, drag the various unconscious people. Some townsfolk are helping and assisting in this matter, just to make sure, because not all of you are strong enough to carry a whole unconscious person on your own.
Question: in my room, would I have noticed like the commotion that has been going on?
Yeah, you would have heard the ding, 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 ding of the bell whenever everything happened.
Okay. Then I probably would have gone out to like see what the fuck was going on.
So as you walk outside, it would have taken a bit. I mean, in the sense of like you walk outside and you're looking around, you don't really find anything immediately. You do see that your comrades are walking towards the inn with various people unconscious in manacles, one of which is Typhoon, being carried by Gideon himself.
I think I would have like approached, been like, hey, what's going on? What happened?
Your friend here murdered someone.
Oh, that's not great.
Aye.
I see you
No.
guys got some
I'll leave you all to talk. You can just pile the bodies right there. I'll come get them. And he will walk away.
what the fuck?
Long story short, we believe the weapon he's been using is cursed.
Oh,
Yes.
that's not
Do I still
Good.
have it, or did I give it to him?
He did not take it from you.
Okay, so I still have it. So John will just gesture to it. Just say it's very, very important that nobody touch this without proper care.
okay. He's going to. He's arrested. I mean,
Technically, he killed someone. Which, as we know, in this sliver is not good.
but the fact that he was compelled
Self-defense
to
does
by
not
this.
matter, but the compulsion might help. Hard to say. Not really certain either way. He will be spending at least a night in jail.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help? I mean, Claw's kind of like sleeping off the, alcohol, so I think she'll, be fine. But like, is there anything I can do to help?
At this point, not really sure. You can see, by the way, John's beat to shit.
You don't look too good.
Well, we did dispatch of quite a few of them. I would say that at this moment, the best thing that we could do to help would be to find ways to break. If this is a cursed item, like I think it is, we need to find a way to remove the curse,
Right.
which is not really my repertoire.
Well, this is a very church-centered town. I imagine curses and fiendish items are something that could possibly be addressed here.
Well, actually, Nariana, do you happen to know anything about removing hexes and curses and such?
I roll history.
Yeah, sure, if you'd like.
Okay. Because I feel like I would have. That's a 18.
With an 18, you would know that there are many different, you know, spells or ways you could disenchant or remove a curse. You know that if you were to take some time, you could probably prepare a remove curse spell yourself. And something you're not the most familiar with, but you do know the basic ways to remove a curse. So you could prepare that spell and attempt to cast it in a day.
Well, I know a little bit about curses and spells. I'm not as familiar with them as I'd like, but if you give me a day, I could probably prepare the spell to remove the curse. See if that works.
All right.
If that doesn't work, I'll just snap it in half. That works, right?
Well, not
Break a curse.
Maybe we
Not
could like
necessarily.
keep it there as evidence, right?
Well,
Because if it was to be removed, then like
here's the thing. Typically, with curses, considering that how Typhoon acted, I can only assume that part of the curse is almost a compulsion. Chances are he will not want to be parted with this item. He seemed reluctant.
I had to put him to sleep.
oh.
That being said, I don't entirely disagree with your idea, so I do think that we should wait until we maybe find out a bit more about the process, but we should be ready and prepared to remove the curse at our earliest available opportunity.
Right. Okay.
We can hope the deputizing part will also help the case, saying that he wasn't like a rogue vigilante.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that, but maybe.
You know, I just had like a weird thought. Like, we keep running into all these like bandits and such, but you think that like a sliver like this would have like, with the heavy like militarized presence, would have like kept all of this like stuff like out,
I mean, you're,
dissuaded people.
you're going to find that sort of thing regardless everywhere. But the truth is a big military presence like this probably, John will lower his voice at this point, probably doesn't care about small-time low-life bandits. They're probably more in place for larger things.
Right.
Well, plus, I also imagine it doesn't matter how much deterrence there are always going to be people that are desperate enough to do crime to try and survive.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
And you do that enough, then you get the bravado. Even when it's not even a necessity anymore, it becomes commonplace.
That's true.
And around this time, two figures who are who dress similarly to the individual at the gate coming in, or I guess the entrance. It's not even a gate, the archway, the beautiful entrance to Lumbra, will approach you. And as they approach, they take a look at your group in total. You see, it is a younger elven man, like looks a little curiously at you all, as his partner that he's with, an older human woman, will like look at him and be like, right. I would like to take statements from all of you.
Of course, sir. Whatever we could do to help.
Good. Okay.
I'm sorry, are you with the...
Yes.
All
Yes, I am one of the investigators. The other woman, in training. Yes, in training.
John will kind of grin.
I'm trying to put. I'm catch the bad guys. She'll like furrow her brow and rub her head. Yes, catch the bad guys. Please excuse him. Vernon is new.
I like him.
We all got to learn sometime, so we're a decent group to start with. We won't begrudge you for fumbles.
Thank you. I'm Lieutenant Shannon. I will be the lead investigator on this case, but Vernon here will be practicing. It seems like a pretty open and shut case, even though apparently, from what I understand, they are your friend. But the rules are what they are. Excuse me. Well, she'll take a step back. Vernon. Right. Taking statements. Okay. Please state your names.
Nariana.
Okay.
Looks to John.
I guess I should address everyone. You,
John Tesseran.
John.
T apostrophe S S A R A
S-A-R-A-N.
Yes.
Man, he assumed Ariana's.
It's not spelled Naryane-A.
No.
Was it Starbucks?
Close enough, though.
Okay. Please state your name and spell it for me.
Me?
No, I was looking at Dragonheart.
That would be Dragonheart Jr.
Is that spelled like I think it is?
Yes. As in the anatomical correct ways, yes.
Can I peek over and just see if he's spelling it appropriately?
Give me a...
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Up there. Yeah. I'm gonna assume with a nat 20 that'll do it, but modifiers is gonna put it at 22.
You see, as he started writing Dragonheart, and you see he crossed it out heart because he was going to spell it like the
H-A-R-T.
Yes.
Which is why I corrected with
you see
the
him go,
anatomical.
Yes, I knew that. Junior.
Yes.
Is that just the honorific or the full word junior?
You can do the honorific. That's fine.
You see Lieutenant Shannon just like, okay. And you, orc lady.
That's you, Teresa.
Oh, hey,
have your
I'm.
hat on.
You're disguised
Right.
as
You have a hat. You're an orc and a trench coat
Oh,
and like an
I thought you
investigator.
said or
No,
lady.
orc lady.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Teresa. How do you spell?
T-H-E-R-E-S-A. Relax. You're doing fine.
I'm just gonna scratch that out and write that again.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. You're
Okay.
doing fine.
I now have your names. Please tell me the incident and how it happened. We'll start with. Do I call them by their first name or call them by the name they gave you? John Tesseran.
All right. So what happened was we were at the inn with Gideon, right? That's the character's name is Gideon.
Yes.
With Gideon, we heard some commotion. The alarm bells went off. Gideon, seeing that we are capable and fighters in our own right, deputized us to help him out at our insistence. So we set off for one portion where we found a couple of thugs who were basically... And I'll kind of go through the explanation as thoroughly as I can. And then I'll get to the part where I discuss Typhoon. And in doing so, I will say, unbeknownst to us, one of our companions seemed to have a cursed item. I do have that item on me. It's currently not active on me, but might still be active on my companion. And at this point, I'm going to stop talking to him, and I'm going to turn to the lead, and I'm going to say, I'm so sorry. Former investigator John Tesserin of Saluna.
Were you fired?
No, I'm just taking a sabbatical.
Oh. Bat. I see.
You don't need to write that down. It's not relevant.
I don't need to write. It's not relevant.
Turning back to the other one.
Yeah, she'll go. Interesting. Cursed item.
Yes.
May we see it?
I am happy to share it with you. However, I would advise not to touch it barehanded. I do have some cloth that you can look at it in. Of course. And yeah, John will retrieve it and hand it over.
Just with some dried blood on there at this point, take a small vial and
Scrape it. Yeah.
yeah, put it in there. We'll be holding on to this to confirm a curse.
Of course.
It is not uncommon for individuals to claim insanity or curse or some spell was controlling them in matters of like this.
You wouldn't be thorough if you didn't check.
Indeed. So I will be contacting one of the individuals in the church.
Of course. Just whenever this gets resolved, I'm assuming you have your own sources of removing such a curse, but we are also able to attempt to do so, just in case. But anyway, we did not know at the time it was cursed. Apparently, something about the cursed item compelled our companion to kill this man, and then made it very difficult to subdue him, or get him to give up the weapon. We wound up having to use a sleep spell to put him unconscious.
Interesting. All right. We'll have a look at that immediately.
Of course. Also, I do have the ability to speak with the dead. If you would like more information from the deceased, I can retrieve that for you. Or I can attempt, anyway.
Give me insight.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a natty one.
The
Cool.
dice giveth, the dice taketh away.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't see anything weird
Yeah.
about the statement you just said. It's
Yeah.
normal for you.
Yeah.
You're just like, that's quite all right. Thank you, Mr. Tesserin.
Of
Can all of you confirm this? I'm sorry. She'll take a step back. Can all of you confirm what Mr. Tesserin has said?
Yes, but I'd like to point out the fact that we did try talking to the culprits and talking them out of the brain fart. Hang on,
Crime?
The robbing of people.
whatever they were doing.
The extortion.
Extortion.
The manslaughter.
Before they kicked in a second door.
Okay. I have that down. Were all of you present?
No.
I was not.
Oh. Then I guess I didn't need to take your name down.
No. I was in the inn.
No, you're just being thorough because they're associated with. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Teresa.
Really trying to help this dude.
Got it. I got it. I got it this time. Okay.
Breathe, relax. You're good. You're
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
You cool.
Okay. And what was the individual's name that we arrested?
Typhoon.
Like the storm?
Yes.
Yes.
I got that one.
You want me to spell that for you?
No, I got that one.
You sure?
There's a Y.
Changes the I to a Y. Just like pulls down the dot into a long back of the
And
line.
it starts just like P.
Changes the F into a P.
Why did he even ask if he can't even spell the storm?
HOON.
I'm just so nervous. Immediately,
Don't bite.
the lieutenant will just be like, to the back of his head. Ah! Don't tell suspects you're nervous. You're right.
When did they become
She does have a
Gibbs?
point.
Well, actually, telling them you're nervous could be a good tactic, but.
Good cop, scared
But
cop.
listen to your superior. Don't, yeah.
Or don't. I mean,
I'm gonna piss off local law enforcement.
With your passive insight, you can clock that the lieutenant immediately looks at you like sternly, and then immediately for like a half second, just like.
John will immediately backtrack. Oh, but of course, listen to your superior. Of course, she knows what she's talking about. Has been doing this for a long time, and best to take her advice.
just lean over. You've been learning too much from me. Shh.
God, stop picking up on your habits.
And there's the John that I've been wanting. So matter of fact. So does not care what people think yet. So, collect, confirming statements from everyone. Okay.
And I was like, whoopah! And they were like, bah!
Flips to another page, starts drawing a 4-panel comic.
Yes! Oh my god, I need a Dragonheart
Can
comic
he-
to show
wait.
up in this universe.
Can I, as a player, ask you to have him roll performance?
Oh, certainly. Oh, certainly.
Oh, him or me?
No, the guy drawing
Okay.
this comic. I want to know what he gets.
You got a natural 20.
Oh my
Hell
god!
yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Okay, so it's now canon that new trainee investigator Vernon is now a master level comic book artist. In
He's
his
a
free time.
budding
Beautiful.
comic book artist.
Beautiful.
Who wants to? Okay, now it's canon. I need to write this down.
Look.
He's a budding comic book artist who is supposed to be an investigator, so he can make a comic book of his own investigation and crime busting.
Nice.
I need like an El Santo Tiger Mask comic type thing.
Damn,
One-
that's cool.
I say, one moment. I need to bring up my notes so I can make that a thing. Who knows? There's no guarantee you'll ever meet this man again.
But we might meet his comics again.
We're gonna see ourselves in a comic book one day with those spellings that I threw in chat.
God, I love this.
Who is an investigator to make
Teresa.
great comics based on his own crime fighting. Got it.
Dope.
It's a thing now. Ahem. Lieutenant Annan does not like that.
I'm gonna leap the force one day. This will
need
be
to-
my real job.
You need to join the force completely first.
I'll find contacts. Maybe that other investigator will give me ideas.
John's like, I don't think I'd hire this man either. He seems completely incompetent in the basic line of questioning.
He's just young.
Well, no, he wouldn't. He would go to John for ideas about the comic, not actual
I'm
investigating.
actually 250 years old. Ah, fuck. He's not young enough.
Young for an elf.
young for an elf.
He's been a trainee for
50
150 years.
So yeah, he will collect everything. Your confirming statements. If you could all stay in the lobby, please do not drink anymore, but stay inside the inn
Okay.
in case we have further questioning.
Of course.
Pinky swears.
Pinky swear.
Sure.
No, Ariana will
John's
go
just
up and
gonna,
actually
like-
give him a pinky swear.
I mean, it looks over. She's doing that thing where, like, you know, when you look up at the sky and you're just like,
You're just like, is this my life?
it'll go. No, not pinky swears. You're bound by the law. Are they bound by the law? Yes, by an active investigation, they are bound by the law to comply. I'm
Pinky
assigning
promised
you
you if it'll
summon.
make you feel better.
It would, but I don't think I'm supposed to make contact with you.
Air Pinky.
And like put it down by his side and like.
It's like an Air 5, but it's a Pinky promise.
We are going to go talk to Typhoon. Goodbye.
Bye.
We'll be in touch. Walk away. You will see that Lieutenant Shannon, there's still two like unconscious people, and she'll just
All of them?
Hmm?
Damn. I'm impressed.
Gauntlets of arresting.
Yeah, right.
only gives her plus 10 strength whenever.
She's carrying.
when
something
she's
to
arresting the specific manacles that connect to it. So
That'd be a cool idea.
I'm here to
Manacles of
help.
Lightweight.
Ooh.
Need to get me
Oh,
some
shit.
of those.
You can make them. Okay. So do you all go back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut to something.
I'm bleeding. Oh, wait, different kind. Sorry.
Crawling.
Crawling in my skin.
Actually, we're gonna go with this. So, we cut to a boat.
A boat.
It appears to be mid-afternoon upon the high sea. Typhoon, you begin to come to conscious on the deck, as you have done many times before after a night of rabble-rousing and drinking heavily, passing out, slumped up against the main mast, bottle in hand. At this point, the bottle is empty and has fallen out of your hand and rolled around the ship.
Tracks.
You hear a familiar voice of one of your crewmates attempting to wake you up. Oi! Ty!
What? 5 more minutes.
I'm sorry, but I got to let you know that you did bet me 100 platinum that you wouldn't pass out.
I'm not passed out. I'm still coherent. See? And I'll smile.
Roll me persuasion.
That's a good roll. Hold on. What's my persuasion? 16 plus 3 is 19, right? Yeah,
Yes.
19.
So the 19 is. You see him go, fuck. It's solid logic.
Better luck next time, chap.
And you begin to, come to it a little bit, and you are back on the Wavebreaker.
Do I retain my memory of not being on the Wavebreaker?
No.
You said no?
No.
Oh.
Everything around the edges of your vision in this is kind of a little bit faded and blurry. But you're back on the Wavebreaker, as you look out and you see the various other pirates on this ship are also beginning to stir as this you've just been floating about in the ocean for a little while. And down from the crow's nest, where he often likes to be, is the captain. Captain Squall, currently wearing his, Squall. He doesn't wear an undershirt. He wears very much similar to, your photo type.
Yeah.
But his top is still semi-buttoned, and it's up and around. It's very large. He's in a very, very flashy, flamboyant overcoat, and pants with many different shiny trinkets attached to it, a saber at his side, and a large gun on his back. You can hear him sliding down the rope. Well, top of the morning to you, Sleepy. And he'll come down and land in front of you.
Good morning. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Anything new up there?
I don't know how much is it worth for you to know.
Not enough. I'm gonna go pat myself off.
Well, then I guess I won't be sharing the island that I saw then.
But did you not just share that?
Am I telling the truth?
Are you?
And he'll look
Insight.
at. You can roll insight.
Oh god, that's not as good. What's my insight? Oh, 8 plus 7, 15, right?
You cannot tell.
Damn it.
So, Ty.
Yes, Captain.
I've been thinking.
Look, it wasn't me. I didn't do it, okay? I promised that, I stayed awake the whole time. I was fine.
Are you referring to the fact that you slept through your night watch again?
No. I was talking about a drinking game. What are you talking about?
I was more referring to the fact that, I think it's about time that we reach land again. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, we probably need to restock on everything, I guess.
How
How long has it been?
according to my memory, it's been roughly 8 months since we've made port.
I mean, we held up pretty well.
I
And
mean,
we do find a lot of good ships. So,
we did. A lot of people leaving Dryota recently, and it's really made it easy for us to, take what we want.
yeah, I'm okay with them continuing leaving Dryota.
You feeling all right, boy? You look rather at this point. The scene around you begins to twist slightly, and Squall's general he has a very jubilantly happy face, but very angular. Begins to twist, and you see scales beginning to appear, and they begin to glisten and change into more of a topaz color. Are you feeling all right there, boy? You seem to have a
Squinting hard at
sickly
him.
look to you. Do you?
Unless you've grown scales, I think I'm still drunk. I
No,
can't.
I don't have scales. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are
As you
a
blink,
topaz
it goes.
color?
They go away.
Oh wait, no, it's alcohol. Yeah, no, I think it's alcohol.
Hey, you do drink a fine amount of alcohol every time, but you still can't drink more than me. Come on, and he'll reach his hand out to you.
One day, and I'll reach out too.
And as you take his hand, there's a flash. And you, instead of taking his hand, you have a rapier in yours and you have thrust it into his chest.
Oops.
What?
Oh,
He would probably scream no and like shockingly just like take a step back, but like
as you attempt
not
to stake it,
wanting
like,
repair.
well, you're
Or
still
not-
pressed up against the mast.
Oh, true. Like, yeah, then I'd just be full of shock, just like trying to get words out, but not
You
fully
feel his
formulated.
hand grab your arm. And it begins to tighten his grasp. Hey, Boyle. It seems like your sister wasn't all that you failed. Is it?
Wait, I don't remember that, so I don't know. Wait, what do you? What? No, it wasn't my fault. This wasn't supposed to happen.
And he begins to shift once again, his hand now growing long claws, his arm turning into a topaz scale of a dragon's arm as it grabs onto you. It's all right, Boyle. Embrace it.
No, I don't want
Feel
this.
the power that you have. Take what you want. Don't you want to be free?
Not at
And
the
as you-
cost of my loved ones.
Come back. You are manacled up, arms above you, sitting down on the ground in a cell.
I'm trying to think, would I scream myself awake or not? I don't know, but I would jump awake at the very least.
The last things you hear is this weird mixture laugh of both Squall and the Jeweled Fang. Their voices intertwined in laughter. Just as you wake up.
Yeah, just probably like one of those cold sweat things, and then trying to look around, like figure out what the hell's going on, where am I, and just like catch my bearings as much as possible.
You are in a holding cell with yourself and the various other thugs.
Are they awake too, or?
They are beginning. One of them's awake. The Goliath is awake, and he is just staring at you. There's no one else there's no guards. There's no one else here. You can hear a faint murmuring in a room away from you.
What would I roll to try and get my composure? Because I don't want to show weakness in front of people I just fought.
If you want to
Try to
display
myself.
bravado,
Yeah.
if you want to you should do a performance.
Okay.
Or a
13.
deception if you're trying to lie. If you're trying to muster the bravado within you, let it be a performance. If you're trying to deceive them from interpreting your current state, then deception.
I feel like he has a lot on his mind, but because he sees where he's at right now, he wants to show face of strength and not to say not bothered, but unmoving wall type of thing. Would that be performance?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 13. Or yeah, 13 plus 3, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Cool. You will see that you're trying to well up your own courage, your own, strength, and you see the Goliath looks at you and just smirks. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna break out of these manacles, come over there, and crush your skull.
Yeah, I've heard that before. If you were gonna do it, you would have done it while I was asleep.
No, that's a coward's way. I want to watch the eye of a man I'm killing.
I'm pretty sure I'd wake up from you trying to kill me either way, but sure. Okay. Whatever you say.
And
Do
you're
I
gonna
still have my stuff on me, by the way?
They've taken any weaponry, any items.
All
you're
my
making.
items, my lockpicks and everything.
Yep.
Dang it, I knew. Oh, wait, I do have a hidden pocket, but it has like a dagger in it. That's it.
Yeah, you specifically put a hidden dagger in that pocket, or a dagger in that hidden
I
pocket.
should have put my lockpicks.
Yeah.
I know this for later.
Pocket knife in your butthole. Just in case.
That was in my jacket. Thank
Wait.
You will,
Wait, don't put a knife in your prison wallet.
you will see he's holding the manacles like he's doing this. You'll hear as he begins to flex. You'll just hear the metal like pull and creak and like as he's like stretching the bonds of the metal as he's flexing.
To save my own hide, I'm like, oh wait, guards, I think we have a live one trying to escape.
Not only are you a man that will just kill, but you're also a coward who won't accept his own fate, huh?
Well, you're
better
trying
be-
to kill me
better be
without me
quick.
having my arms. I mean, you're kind of a coward without fighting like on equal terms, honestly. So, can I try to break free? I don't think I can. But can I try?
You can certainly try.
I don't think I'm that strong. What is the check? Hold on, I'm rolling, but I don't.
It's an athletics.
Oh, athletics. Okay.
To break out of the
11.
manacles, a DC 25.
All right, never mind. I'm just gonna prepare my. Are my legs free?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Kick.
And I'm hanging from it, or I'm like sitting
you're
down.
sitting. But
how
there's
much-
not enough length for you to stand up. If you tried to stand, you'd be in a weird like back bend.
Ah, okay. But I can still like move around a little bit.
Yeah, you can attempt to.
Okay, I need to make one of those boots with knives in it. Anyways.
So you
That'd be
calling out?
really
Are you,
useful
are you
right
like
now.
calling out for the guards?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did 100%.
So as the others begin
And
to
I
wake
will prep
up,
for him to do whatever I can.
the others begin to wake up, and they immediately realize what's happening, and they're like, "Yeah, kill him! Come on!" And he is going to walk over and put his hands on your skull.
Can I kick him in the balls?
You can certainly try.
I don't know what that roll is,
That'd
but
be
I'm
an,
gonna do it.
Unarmed attack.
I say unarmed strike technically, but at disadvantage because he is tall and you are somehow trying to kick him while not being able to stand.
Well, I got a dirty 20. Does that
He
hit?
keeps kicking me in the dick.
Yeah, that hits.
It's only 2 damage, but it's to his balls. That's 1 for each ball.
Now he's going to attempt to.
Kick you in the balls.
I'm gonna just keep trying to push him off.
So he is going to clamp down on your head, and he is going to. And you feel the pressure mounting in your head, and you will take, for him, you will take 7 points of damage.
And you call me a coward. Trying
And
to
then-
kill someone locked up.
You killed my friend.
At least it was on equal terms.
Oh,
He
I say
died.
he's forcing you to like look at him as he's like sitting there crushing. 1 moment. Okay,
So you say I can't do this, but can I? I still want to see if you'll let me do. Can I create water around his face and keep shape water to make it stay there so he suffocates?
I mean, theoretically, you can create water in his face, but he can just go.
But a shape water, I can move it.
Certainly. You can definitely do that. And you've kind of made this a more terrifying thing. Because as you shape water into his face and his blood-soaked, like, from being battered and beaten by Dragonheart and Ariana, the blood begins to seep into the water, and it begins to cloud a little bit, and you can just see him go wide-eyed and smile. And just through the bubble, like through the water, I love it when they fight back. And then as he does that, he begins to push a little more.
Oh, wait, I can't hear him because he's in the water.
And then as he's pushing in more, you feel like he's getting ready to like clap his hands together and your skull's in the way. But then he's just going to stop and be like,
and he shits himself.
As you will see Gideon come in. All right, I'm gonna need you to fucking stop that. Comes, like, walks back in there, takes manacles, even though it's like around, he's gonna this guy's arms and just.
I'll drop the water after he manacles him.
Hey, thank you.
Oh no, just
You brought this upon yourself, big fella. And he's going to rear back, and Gideon is just gonna temple shot this man. With a natural 20.
Oh.
You see Gideon just stick a knuckle out and just.
I feel like he should probably die from that, but okay.
No,
Jesus
he
Christ.
will go unconscious, and a Gideon will immediately
Gideon gets
spend a spell slot to. He's unconscious, making death saves, and then bring him back.
I would probably say, yeah, I'm glad I didn't meet you on the seas. That's for sure.
It's probably good that you didn't. I was a lot more ruthless back then. Whew. Anyway, I heard you calling out.
Yeah, as you can see, why? Yeah.
Really? I mean, even though he's a thug, they honestly don't really kill people that often. They more of viciously maim and don't really kill.
Oh, they're all chanting for him to kill me. And look at them.
At this point, they're all quiet.
They're like, oh no.
Oh, you guys are quiet now? That's crazy.
That's great.
One of them is going to try and spit at you.
Shape water, throw it back at him.
Shape loogie.
Like, really? Did you not just see? Okay. I'm water.
What the...
All right.
I'm a phlegm bender.
I'm a... Ew. Anytime you have a cold, I got you.
My sinuses are real locked up. Hold on. Flush.
Disgusting. Just like takes a bending stance and just yanks the mucus out. Just
So just a waterbender cleric is what I'm hearing.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna throw up.
remove curse.
Remove illness. Bleh.
Am I now a healer?
Yes, you can heal sinus congestion. Specifically only that.
Doctor, I haven't pooped in weeks. Hold on a second.
Power
All
stance.
right, next. No,
Anyway,
no.
Moving on.
so
Please no.
Hate that.
make
Absolutely disgusting.
make a Constitution save. Gideon will not undo the manacles, but we'll make it so the manacle that's holding your like chains in place.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still manacled together, but not attached to the wall anymore.
Mm.
Come on. I have to ask you some questions.
All right. I'm gonna leave smiling at the people behind me.
Just give him a smirk.
Yeah.
And he will.
Keep up the energy.
At this point, he is also as you like are undone. He's like, just stand right there a second. He is going to pick up the Goliath, manacle his legs together, and then manacle his arms to his legs. And then pull up in the center of the room. He's going to like pull down a chain and attach him to the center. So he's just,
like dirty laundry.
he's literally just hog-tied and just in the center of the room.
You know, I could learn a lot from you.
I'll try and take that as a compliment.
It is. That's beautiful.
Look,
You
when
should
you
have
have
did it the other way direction, like, backward.
that would be so hard on his spine. Like, he's a criminal. I know he's a bad guy, but
Look at his muscles. He'll be fine.
oh, do you know how much problems you could be if you don't stretch properly after that? Be terrible.
You think that's any? I mean, at least he's touching his toes.
Exactly.
Okay,
Which is
that's a
hard
little
enough.
better.
Muscle guys can't touch their backs, so this is hard enough to stretch.
All right. I'll let you know with a lot here. If any of you want to try and break out, you're more than welcome. There's only one door. It's right there. I'll be behind it. If you'd like to fight me one-on-one, oh, I'd love to see it. All right, lads, be good.
I want to hype him up. I'm like, no, that's not the time. Like, yeah.
He will walk you into the next room, and you will see a young elfin boy and an older human woman. The woman will walk forward and speak up. Typhoon, I imagine.
Yes, and you are.
Lieutenant Shannon, lead
Oh.
investigator on the incident. This is investigator in training, Vernon. Hello, how are you? No, don't ask that. I'm Vernon.
I mean, I'm right. All things considered. Nice to meet you, and best of luck.
It's nice to meet you, criminal.
Love him.
Please have a seat.
Allegedly. I'll sit down.
Shane will go, it's not allegedly when not only you admit to the crime, your friends admit to the crime, but we also have evidence that you
never
stabbed
admitted to
someone.
the crime. But I mean, hey, I don't remember anything personally speaking. But
And we're here to get to the bottom of that. So please
wait, do
have
I
a
sense
seat.
the rapier's near?
No, now that you're starting to think about it and becoming more coherent, you realize that it is nowhere nearby. And you kind of get like
Anxious.
an anxious weight in your hand, like it's supposed to be here.
I probably would start like having like a little tick with tapping on the table or something, you know. But also like I know I'm in jail and all my stuff is missing, so it's kind of not surprising that that's not in my hand. But I would be tapping on the table probably.
You see your stuff in the corner, like over on a table in this room. This room is it's not overly large. This is just one of the room connecting to the holding cell.
And my rapier's not with it.
Your stuff is in a pile. You see your rapier is not with it.
Wait, where's all my stuff?
Well, the majority of your belongings are on the table there. If you're referring to the murder weapon, that is in the care of the church currently. They are investigating it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a sword.
Noted. Please, while we are beginning this questioning, please do not resist.
No, I out of respect for Gideon, I won't. But you can
Good.
see he's visually getting nervous or like
Good,
anxious
good.
more so.
She will scoot in her chair. Vernon, I'll be handling this. Yes, ma'am. As she sits down, you will see inlaid into the floor, various runes and a sigil. If you'd like to make a save against a zone of truth, you are more than welcome to.
Yes,
Never
because I'm a pirate.
Okay, that'd be a wisdom
Oh.
save.
I never trust
Um,
anyone that says,
DC
please
17.
do not resist.
So wait, DC 17?
Yeah.
I got it exactly. Does that mean I beat it?
You beat it, so you can choose to fail or you can resist it. So if you resist it, you rolled to resist it. So you resist. She will note this.
Oh, they know when I do it?
Well, you know it now. Because she will, as soon as you resist, you will see her like bring her hands together and you will see her muscles tense a little bit. Ah, I see.
What was that?
Was a zone of truth. And apparently, you feel compelled to keep secrets.
Doesn't everybody have secrets?
No. You can ask me anything, I'll tell you anything right now.
I mean,
Or
that's
know my
just you,
first
you're not
dog's name?
everybody.
It's dead.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Don't be. She was a bitch.
Did you kill your dog?
No, died of old
Oh.
age.
All right, fair enough. Okay, wait, what? How did we get? Okay, hold on, backtrack.
Yeah.
What do you want?
For you to tell the truth about everything and explain yourself.
I mean, you could have just asked.
Looking at your regalia and how you've obviously connected with Gideon, it would be foolish for me to not think that you have some sort of past.
I mean, just
I
because I
don't-
don't pass doesn't mean I'll tell the truth about this specifically.
You're not building a good case for yourself right now.
I mean,
I
I never said I
understand
wouldn't tell it.
that you are a bit on edge currently.
Just tapping on the table.
Would you like something to drink?
I'm pretty sure you won't give me what I'd like.
Alcohol?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh. Was honestly not expecting that.
Again, would be like, all right. I only have a vodka with me.
It's something at least to take off the edge.
Pour you a small glass, no bigger than this. Not really much rounder.
I'll down it and try to take the edge off myself a little bit and try to calm down. And then if it is possible to probably fail the save again, if it presents itself, I don't know.
No, you can still tell the truth, but she knows that you're resisted. That's how it works.
Okay, like it doesn't.
It's
like,
not.
I
You're not
can't
forced to
get
tell the
into it
truth.
again.
No, you can just tell the truth. You're just not forced to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell the truth regardless. Well, that depends on the questions. That was out of character.
Just so we can get things clear, your name is Typhoon.
Yes.
You are friends with a John Tesserin, a Dragonheart Jr., a Nariana, a Teresa, and a Claw.
Yes.
Good. Did you stab someone?
Not to my recollection. That's how we're just
Yeah.
checking. That's
Yeah,
how. Okay.
Yeah. Have you murdered someone before?
Like ever?
Ever?
Oh yes.
I'll ask again. Did you stab that man?
Not to my recollection. Now people say I did, but I got there. I remember fighting, and then he hit me and I blacked out. That's all I can remember. I think someone must have grabbed me when the fight was over and I came back too. But between the time of him hitting me and then someone grabbing me, that time is gone in my head.
So you're saying that your bloodlust was so strong to get revenge against this man that you blacked out and then murdered him?
No, my bloodlust is in full control. I would never let it lose control like that. I didn't even have bloodlust towards him. I wanted to knock him out and tie him up, like the rest of them. But I honestly don't know what happened. And then I feel
You
like at that
stabbed him.
point, you can see the confusion in him, and he's thinking back to his dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You stabbed a man through the heart and killed him. We've already collected the blood on the end of the blade. We've matched it to the body.
I mean, like I said, I don't remember doing that of my own self. The only thing I do remember that might help was that I remember hearing a voice afterwards that was just telling me to go to sleep and to give in to the power. And then I remember I was hearing that same voice a moment ago in the cell when I was sleeping. I was having a dream and, well, let's just say I saw the rapier stabbing someone else I loved.
Touching.
Okay.
Did you kill that person?
No,
Is
as
that who
far as
you
I know,
murdered?
they're still alive. No, I would never kill them. They're like a father to me.
Do you submit to a probe of your memories?
I will. Reluctantly as I feel about it, I will.
Good to know. Have you committed any crimes on Tiroga?
As far as I know, I didn't, right?
Technically, you have.
Well, to be honest, there was an incident, but we already talked to the police about that, and they let us go. But we caught some robbers. We didn't kill anyone, but we caught some robbers. Insert name here because I forgot. Up in this area, but we already talked to the police there, and they let us go, and everything was fine. But other than that, no.
So this isn't your first instance of being a near, looks to Gideon, vigilante.
I mean, I guess so. That time I was more so looking out for a friend because they were chasing after, and then they were getting jumped because there was more than one person attacked. But that's, neither here nor there.
Were you under the influence of anything during this incident?
Oh, yes, I was drinking beforehand. Very heavily drinking beforehand. Actually, I don't... Wait, when did I get sober?
Gideon will be like, your friend.
A quiet thank you to...
Oh, no, he's gonna like point off in the distance, your friend Nariana.
Oh, then... This thing's Nariana?
So you were under the influence, apparently so blackout drunk, you did not understand your actions, and then you murdered a man.
No, I wasn't blackout drunk. If I was blackout drunk, I wouldn't have remembered the entire fight. I remember everything up until he hit me.
Which then caused...
And then I remember the moment right after someone, I guess, brought me back to, because I was still standing. I wasn't asleep.
So conveniently, while under the heavy influence of alcohol, you happened to black out the entire time that you were murdering a man and then came back to reality after you had murdered him.
Hey, you said you want to do a mind probe? Go for it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm unable to do that. I just wanted to see if you'd be willing.
Ah, well then, I mean, that's up to you, but yeah, I told you what I know.
We'll be doing a thorough researching of your items and seeing if it truly is cursed. If it was, and we can verify that you were under its possession at the moment of your alleged killing of the man, then I could see fit us making an arrangement. But if that blade comes back curseless, I will have you sent and working in a mine so deep that the world will forget your existence. Are we clear?
Sure. He's now irritated.
Good. You will stay in this chair, attached to this table. Vernon will walk over, and the manacles that you have on have a chain in between them. There is a clasp on the table itself. You will close that lock and lock your hands are. They can come up like if the table's here, your hands can like come up a little bit, but not much.
I can still sit like normally though, right?
Yeah, like hands on the table. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Not in your lap.
Would it be too much to ask for another drink?
Gideon here can give it to you. And apparently he's willing to hand out deputies while people are intoxicated. All right, Shannon, you don't need to be a bitch about it. The city was under attack. I was trying to be helpful. They wanted to help. Well, maybe you were blinded by some camaraderie or something. Maybe a pirate's oath.
Who said anything about pirates?
Hell, I'm not even wearing it.
No, it's not. She's looking at Gideon for that.
I would like an attorney.
So,
You even read my Miranda right?
I will be back. Gideon will pull up a chair and pour another drink and just like hold it up to you.
Appreciate it. And I'll take a sip.
We are going to take our break here before we come back to the group and maybe a time jump in a little bit. So we will be right back. Don't go nowhere. You won't. You won't want to miss
Oh, wait,
what
don't.
happens next.
Dun dun.
See ya. And we're back with Fish.
Fish.
I fish for you.
Okay, so we cut back to you all sitting inside the inn. Is there anything you guys would like to discuss as a group? Anything pressing?
I got a brain fart. I had something, but I forgot.
I'm just gonna keep behaving. Especially because I did a lot of punching. So.
Hey,
Is he
John,
gonna
what do you
put in? Oh, sorry. You go.
what do you think his odds are of getting out of this?
75-25.
Hard to say. I mean, the truth of the matter is that he was under a curse compulsion, so as long as they follow the lines of the truth, then good, but it also depends on how much of a difficulty he wants to be, to some degree.
Be worried then.
Is he gonna be able to represent himself in court?
I'm not entirely sure how things work here, but if the investigators are doing their jobs, it won't get that far necessarily.
Is there anything we can do to help him from?
Not make
From
it
this-
worse.
Well, yeah.
That's about all you can do, really. It's
Just
sometimes
comply.
sometimes it's better to not do anything and wait, even though that may be difficult, and even though your desire may be to do the opposite. Sometimes being patient and letting things work themselves out is really the best way to go about it.
I was waiting for John to stare at me. There it is.
Well, I guess for now, I'll pray and hope that we can get out of this situation with minimal damage.
Well, the minimal damage is murder, so I don't know how much more minimal. I think anything other than
Any more
less
murder.
murder is better, is the more minimal than what happened.
Any more murder then?
So we will jump forward. After about 2 hours, you will be approached by Vernon. If you could all come with me, we have our findings and we're going to present them in front of you all now.
Me too, or
She didn't not say you.
Well, seeing how we're all part of the same order of tarts, we should probably progress.
stick together?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I
Okay.
shall go along.
Okay. He will walk you around the back of the inn to the jailhouse. Walking you through past the main desk, back to a few rooms. You can see through the window in the door. You can see Typhoon is sitting there. Gideon is currently giving him a drink. As the lieutenant will come out from a different room. Thank you for coming. She'll open the door and gesture for you to enter.
All right, we'll go in.
Enter.
Go in.
Following behind, she will close the door and take a seat across from Typhoon again. Ty, give me just a wisdom save.
9.
It's been 2 hours since you had that. More than 2 hours since you had the sword in your possession. And with a 9, what do you think Typhoon will be at?
Wait, what do
With
you mean?
with the convulsion to get it back. It's been gone for hours now.
Probably like, like the shaking your leg, tapping, kind of frantically looking around, like the visual of like, I need to get out of here, but like not saying it because Gideon's been a pretty chill dude and he's been letting me drink for 2 hours, so I feel like that kind of dies it down a little bit. But I feel like I would still be freaking out a little bit about it, but trying to get my mind off of it because I don't want to make things worse either.
As the lieutenant sits down and sees you, shaking your leg, tapping, having like those nervous, like those anxiety ticks, slight sweat upon your brow.
Basically.
Yeah. Are you feeling all right?
Through like pain, like sound like, yeah, just peachy, but like obviously sarcasm.
Well, she'll reach down and pull out the blade and put it just outside of your reach.
I would fidget to reach it and be like, no, that's a really bad idea. And like stop myself, but very struggling stop myself.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, I didn't. It's I need it.
You need it.
I don't. Because that's how it makes me feel, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing that? Okay. Yep. So playing along those lines.
And why do you feel the need for it?
Do I know that answer?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I need to hold it. I need to touch it. That sounds really weird, but I need it in my hand. It's calling to me.
It's calling to you. I would like to do a test. Everyone, please step back.
Okay.
Gideon, that includes you. Are you sure that's the best idea? Don't worry. I've been stabbed before.
Haven't we all?
John will quietly, just to the rest of the group, don't react.
Okay.
Mariana will pull her features.
She will reach over and unlock the thing that's binding you to the table so you can reach farther.
I'm gonna look at her like, because I'm really trying to be good here, but like I really want to grab it. So that's what I'm showing, but I'm looking at her of like, are you sure type of thing.
Go ahead.
Holding one hand back. Okay, and then I will swiftly grab it.
And she will in turn backhand you. Make a wisdom save. At disadvantage because your current mental state.
Oh, that's really bad anyways.
Yeah.
I rolled 7 twice, so +1, 8.
You were taken over. As you take,
Okay,
technically
well
you
then
take
I
2 points of damage.
Ah!
So you lunge.
Yeah, I guess that hurt because she attacked me. So yeah.
So roll an attack, because technically you do get a chance to respond.
Is it a disadvantage or regular?
No, regularly.
A dirty 20?
You stab her. Add everything.
Oh god. second. 3d6 right now? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 5, 15.
So you get a solid, just, you reach out and you kind of like, where would you want to aim?
Because I'm turning around really quickly, I'd probably come down from like her right shoulder and come across her body, going like angling, going down.
So like,
Yeah.
like that. So you just see Typhoon just grab it, get slapped, and then immediately, like, you just see, you've never really seen Typhoon in the moment, but as you see his eyes flicker a little bit into a topaz shade as he draws it across her chest. She's I need you to make a wisdom save.
15?
That's not good enough. You are technically held.
Okay.
Would you like me to heal you?
It's fine. She will while you're paralyzed, come over and place a hand on your forehead and cast Calm Emotions. I need you to make Calm Emotions. I'm pretty sure is also a wisdom save.
I think so.
Let me verify.
Whatever it is, I failed it. I rolled a 4.
So you feel more calmed as she kind of like gestures to Gideon, who will run over, bring your hands down, lock it back down to the table. You can give me another wisdom save for the hold.
That one?
You are still held, and he is going to do a at advantage contested. He gets advantage. Test to rip it from your hands.
Oh.
Do not bother unless you roll somehow a nat 20 and you're at disadvantage.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah.
15 and a 3, so...
Yeah, so he slams it down, locks, and then he will come over and just like strike your the back of your hand, which stops the paralysis. And you are unparalyzed as the blade is clattered out, and he snatches it and just throws it to the side of the room.
Do I
You're
come
still,
to, or am I
it's
okay.
until
So
you're
then I feel
knocked
like-
out or they're dead.
Then I'm assuming how this like makes me react. I feel like I'm angrily hyperventilating, looking around at everybody, like that frantically like ready to pounce type of thing.
All right. That is all the information we need.
Pulling at the chains.
It is my recommendation that we cleanse the curse from this weapon, and Typhoon will be set free. This is a very powerful curse. I didn't quite understand the hold that it had upon him. Nariana, is it?
Yes.
I'll take the healing now.
Okay. I'll walk over to her and put my hand on her shoulder and cast Cure Wounds. And that is for 6 points.
Cool. A little bit better. She still has a massive cut in her chest.
Typhoon's still fucked up from the fight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
John will just gesture to them and just say, I can attempt to render him unconscious, if you'd like. Without hitting him.
How?
I can cast a spell.
Sleep?
Yes.
Let's leave the room. It's far too small in here.
Yes, of course.
She will stand up. Vernon is stark white. Just like ghostly pale. How are the rest of you reacting?
Just wide-eyed, like Shock just like lean into Dragonheart so only he can hear and just be like, "Is this like how I usually like look like?"
No, that's bloodlust. You become a different person.
Oh,
You like jolt forward, like trying to get at her.
yeah, that's not great.
I was like, Dragonheart's clenching because he wants to like kind of like hop in and like even like hold Typhoon down, but he's behaving, much as John pointed out earlier as well. Like sometimes it's best to let things do. He's like,
Restraints.
behave.
Be
He
restrained.
was the most restrained.
Be the
party of
calm.
the whole was done.
Ariana's just kind of visibly shaking a little. Her eyes are wide, and she's nervous and scared, and she's like never seen someone so overcome with bloodlust before, and she's not sure how to handle it.
John's relatively calm. He's handled magic items before. He's seen them before. He knows there are certain ones that can do things like this. And he's also in that sort of like formal police setting. So even though he's not a guard here, it sort of has put him back in that mindset. So he's pretty calm, all things considered.
Gideon just has a look of like, okay, this oh boy, Typhoon. You hear? Come on.
You're saying that to me.
No, he does. He is saying out loud. He is like, oof, boy. But you also hear in your head, come on. Go to sleep. Give in. I can get us out of here. I can make this better. You don't want to make them look weak, right? Because right now you look very weak. Very restrained. You want to be free, right? Come on. Let's give in.
In my head, am I also like overtaken, or am I my actual self?
Your actual self, he's conversing right now. Your mental state is what you're feeling. You're not yourself until after it's over, and then it kind of like resets.
So in my mental state where he's talking to you, I'm still the taken over
Yep.
person. Oh, then as a taken over person, I'm sure he would give in more than likely.
So as you guys
I
are,
don't really have a choice, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. If I'm reading that right?
that's up to you. I mean, it depends on how if you'd want to have Typhoon be like, oh yeah, I know, I want to take him on, or like yourself, or be like, no, I need whatever is necessary to get what I want.
Typhoon doesn't want him to. But if you're saying the sword is
This-
not
in your
allowing
current
me
mental
to-
state, yeah.
Okay, so the current mental state of I'm taking over, like, so the sword's mental state. I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Your mental state right now is you're compelled by the sword to want to kill. To want to kill specifically the lieutenant. Typhoon, right now, your mind is still Typhoon's, but everything in your brain is firing to say, kill her.
This is where you.
Okay.
I was gonna say. I imagine this is where you get to decide if you want Typhoon to try and will himself.
Or if, like, right now, you
think-
are drawn
okay.
to murder. It's not he is not controlling you. This is still technically your
But
own
I still
actions
have
being
my
manipulated
own will.
through.
Okay.
Kind of. Your will is to kill. It depends if you want to kill with your own hands, or if you would succumb to someone who says, I can get us out of here, and we can be free.
Actually, can I roll for pride? Is that a thing?
I mean, that's a
How
fair question.
prideful
Actually.
is Typhoon?
That's your
I feel
That's
like
your
there's a
thing.
portion of him that I feel like he'd want to do it himself if he's trying to take on someone himself.
It's a swashbuckler.
That's your call.
Yeah. No, I rolled an 18. Yeah, I would want to do it myself. Like, no, she's mine. I have to do this myself.
Hmm.
I will become powerful in my own hands. And I will try and break free as much as possible.
Cool. Give me athletics. And you guys are being rushed out the door. How are you gonna like?
I'm just waiting for everybody to get the bucket,
Yeah.
basically.
20.
But at some point, if I see him break loose, I will just cast it, regardless of who's still in here.
So 21, they're all like almost completely out the door, and you see not completely take over, but you see just a faint shimmer of topaz dragon scales just like up his arms as the what's connecting him to like begins to lift up as he's bending it back open. Just
Apologies. Just cast a spell. How many HP you got?
32.
Wow, really that much?
you got healed.
Oh shit. Okay.
Even with the 7 and the 2, what I just did?
Oh yeah, 32. I was
Yeah.
at 47 like when this
Oh,
all
that's
started.
right.
That's why. Yeah.
38.
Ah, you're down. Whew.
And I dropped.
How many
like,
did you have?
32.
So 6 gets carried over to if there's
No
anybody-
one's above.
Okay.
What? No, she's already out. I was like,
I was gonna say just
Lieutenant's out of
for
range.
specificity, just yeah.
I will ragdoll on the table.
Yeah, so this spell takes hold as you like, ting, cut like bring it open, begin to lunge up, and the spell hits, and your momentum carries you, and you're like onto the table, like slumped over.
Want to go night night?
Not one of my most beautiful sights.
So graceful.
Sun's getting real low.
Don't do this to me.
Holy hell. Gideon, if you would kindly restrain him more. Okay.
I maybe a good idea to also, if you're going to confine him, keep him in a separate cell from others.
Well, we're gonna leave him in this room. We're gonna take everything out of it and tie him up.
Probably a good idea, and just because I noticed when you hit him seemed to be a triggering effect.
I was verifying its activation.
Hear that, everybody? Nobody hits Typhoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That
him
was
so hard.
unsettling.
Nobody hits him until after we get this taken.
Oh, I'm
like,
gonna hit
knock him
so
out.
hard.
What did I do?
You're asleep.
And you said that I did catch the shimmer.
Mhm.
Okay. I will, as I kind of leave this room, ask the others. You said that sword belonged to the Jeweled Fang.
Yes.
Mhm.
Were they a dragonborn?
Topaz Dragonborn.
With the topaz coloring?
Oh, yeah, you
Something
know the Jeweled Fang, technically. Through,
Okay, I-
Because he's a criminal, he was wanted in your sliver.
Just
But yes,
making
to verify, everything is now, like, if this was, like,
Coming
a murder
together.
mystery game, you'd have all the information you'd need.
So, the Jeweled Fang appears to be the one possessing the sword.
But he's dead.
I'm not sure so much as it's him as much as maybe a topaz dragon.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if this is the kind of sword that, if the wielder, somebody who was cursed by it, dies in its presence, their soul gets sucked into it?
Sure, give me your comment.
16?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. John will relay that. And including relay that to the investigators as well.
All right. Oh, that is concerning. There's a moral quandary in this now. If we were to remove the curse, we would be effectively destroying the soul of an individual, and in a religious, pious sense, we'd be committing murder ourselves.
Correct. However, if you don't, you may be effectively sentencing another man to the same fate.
Taking into account the greater good and the general want for that to not happen again, I believe removing the curse would be our best course of action. Gideon will, at this point, open the door and just like pulling the table out. Typhoon at this point is tied, hands to legs, laying down on the side, completely bound up in the center of the room.
Be comfortable.
We can have one of the clerics attempt to remove the curse. If anything, I might be able to get the High Priestess involved.
That would be beneficial.
It's not gonna like hurt him or anything, right?
No, it shouldn't. Especially
Okay.
because we're going to remove the curse away from him.
Okay.
If you would like to stay and monitor your friend, that would be fine. We will take this, and she's like holding it with a gloved hand. Take this and be back.
Assistance.
What?
Do you need assistance?
If you would like to come, I wouldn't say no, as you're a holy woman, but if you'd like to stay with your friend to monitor his case, as his holy person, then that's fine.
Guys, what do you think?
I
It
mean,
might not hurt to have you here.
Okay. I'll stay.
Very well. Vernon, are you... Vern? Vernon has full-on passed out in the hallway.
figures.
When he wakes up, tell him he's done for the day.
Oh.
Will do. Ariana will go over and like gently pat his cheek, be like, Vernon, are you okay?
What?
Yes, you've had a stressful day. The lieutenant said you're done for the day. You can go home.
Okay.
Do you need a
Sounds
hand
good.
up?
I think I'm just gonna lay here for a bit.
Okay.
Take a nap right here.
Yeah.
He's just gonna like lay there on like just looking at the wall like
This is what I got myself into.
This comic's gonna be so damn good.
this comic's gonna be amazing. Oh, everyone hydrate.
Hydrate.
Hey, drink all my drink.
I did too. Oh, thank you.
That water was amazing.
You guys will be there for a little while, probably like another 2 hours. Typhoon.
Now, yes.
Now. Now.
Meow.
We are back on the Wavebreaker. This time, as you are sleeping, you are dreaming of this ship, the Wavebreaker. It's, hull specially designed with runes of non-detection as it glides upon the water, using various arcane symbols and various magical effects to cause the sails to be filled with wind, and no matter what direction they point, whatever direction they decide to point is the direction that freedom is guiding you to. You are at one of your familiar places you like to be, closer to, the front of the ship, looking out at the ocean and horizon in front of you, seeing the various magical beings not taking notice of you in the, underneath the water. Every so often you see a Leviathan-like creature that's one of its many different tendrils or forms to, come up, and it barely crests above the water before it goes back down. You are in this moment coming back from daydreaming. It feels as if what just happened was was the dream, and this is the reality that you were in. What would you do?
Probably coming to, because I was just daydreaming. I would probably get up and see whatever work needs to be done. See if the captain needs any help sailing.
Captain Squall is behind. He's currently with the wheel. He's currently one hand, just holding it and just maintaining, looking around, making sure. Oi! Tie that again. It's not gonna hold if we hit a storm.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You, fetch me a drink, if you would be so kind. Hell, everyone. It's around that time. Everyone, except for you. You need to finish the knot. Everyone get a drink.
Oh, man.
I'll join in the revelry.
Everyone will, you begin to remember that this is a moment that happened fairly soon after, you had just taken on a trade ship and taken their goods.
Oh yeah, we're having good times now.
Criminal.
You would know that Captain Squall and the Wavebreaker are no stranger to killing people on the high seas and, leaving people for dead, if the captain believes that they deserve that fate.
Mm-hmm.
With this most recent haul, they did leave their ship intact, albeit in a much, much handicapped place. And you are currently enjoying the spoils, as, there is on the horizon and the direction you're headed some looming clouds. You can't quite tell at this point in your pirate journey of if it's going to be a storm or not. Give me a perception check as you're looking around and just looking at the ocean and your crew and everything.
Perception. 18.
18 people seem to be in high spirits. People seem to be doing all right. Everyone is smiling, laughing. You see one of the larger crew members.
Did you see the little man with his mustache when I said no? I will be taking that. He looked so scared. Very good time. Didn't you agree, Typhoon?
That was absolutely glorious. Oh, I can't wait to see what he does next.
It'll be great. It'll be a great time.
I think he pissed his pants.
Oh, he definitely did. And if he did not before, he probably did after I ripped the mustache clean off of his face.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna leave a mark. Oh,
Look,
God,
I know,
that was
is that actually
beautiful.
possible to do?
You can pull hair
you can
from
rip
him.
hairs out,
You can
yeah.
pull hair.
Pull the
With
mustache
the
straight
right
off.
strength, in theory, yes.
I'm gonna make a monk. That's the whole thing.
The whole
Oh
thing is just,
god.
Yeah.
They call me the Waxer.
the what?
Oh my god.
Wax on, wax off.
Open hand.
Open hand. Yep.
I am the new Mr. Miyagi.
Oh no!
Sorry.
You will see the captain look down at you. Hey, Typhoon,
Huh?
a moment with you.
Hi, one sec. And then I'll tip off to whoever I'm talking to, walk over.
He'll take you away from the wheel for a moment as he locks it in place to continue his heading. I see you'll be daydreaming a lot.
Hmm.
Something on your mind?
I guess still trying to get most of my memories back of the past before you guys picked me up, but sometimes I do think of my family and what has come of them, if any have survived like me, or if I am the last of my family.
Well, as much as I would love to fill your pretty empty head and like pat you on the head, pretty empty head with warm, good feelings and nothing but joy, it's best to face the reality. They're probably dead. For some strange twist of fate, you lived, but most people, when they hit the waters, they're done. They're dead.
Yeah, I believe it too, but there's still a feeling of hope, you know, that you just can't let go for family. But
I understand.
I do know that the chances of them surviving are slim to none.
I just recommend that you don't hold on to the hope so tightly that you find yourself walking off a cliff.
Yeah, you're right. I should really look forward to, I guess, the new future in this family we have here of all these
Exactly.
crazy bozos.
Hey, don't be letting some of them hear you call them bozos. They might take offense to that.
Somewhere a clown is angry.
That just makes it all the more fun.
Aye.
Sometimes. Not Tiny. I don't want to fight Tiny.
Tiny will, Tiny would probably cut you in places you don't want to be cut.
No, I'm good. Practicing and learning from them, yeah, but no.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Whew.
So, I've been thinking of maybe training you on, a bit of swordplay.
Wait, really?
I think it's about that time.
I can become one of you?
You've been doing a lot of good work with what you can do. I feel like it's about that time that you, learn to really defend yourself and stop using that boot knife you got.
So I do have a yeah, I'm so ready. Yes. Wait, is it Tiny teaching me? I don't. Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
yeah, no, I'll take on
If you
anything.
wanted a Tiny to teach you, I can have Tiny teach you. But I was thinking more of myself. But
I was hoping you
you
two-
seemed
no,
don't worry.
no.
Tiny, could you come over here,
Oh,
please?
Tiny, stay over there, Tiny. You're drinking.
Typhoon said you're a bozo.
No, Tiny, I don't speak English.
You will see this Tiny is a grung.
A what?
A frog person.
Frog.
Just
Oh no.
He said what? I'm a bozo, am I? Oh, let me put on my nose then, since you're gonna be making jokes.
Time to commit murder.
You will see he will pull out his knife, which he coats it in his own poison.
Oh god, no, it wasn't
And
me.
it is
was
serrated.
Stefan said it. It wasn't me.
Stefan's like, huh? Roll deception.
Do I still have the same stats at that age?
Oh, yeah.
That's an 18 plus 6.
This is a memory. At this point, I think.
Stefan's like,
Right, Stefan?
I mean,
You'll get
yeah,
one
you kind of look like a You motherfucker!
drink. Wow, that's crazy. How, Stefan? You really shouldn't call people names. Well, unless they're enemies.
Squall will look at you. Hi. You will see Tiny just like, just like spring at him.
That man's fucking dead.
I want to play Tiny at some point.
Stefan's like, no.
I need to put this down in my notes now. There's a guy named Stefan and Tiny. Stefan's probably dead.
Oh, Stefan went to the infirmary for a while. There's kind of like a moment when the memory will continue on in the future, and you are, at certain points, you're training with Captain Squall on the main deck for a while, being able to move wherever you want, and then a day comes where you're met with, it is in the middle of the night. He asks you to meet him on the deck. And you see he has 2 swords laid out.
Mm-hmm.
Choose which one you want. There's a rapier and a short sword.
Go with the rapier because that's kind of what I already have.
Okay. I'll take the short sword. Take your boots and your socks off.
That's odd, but okay. It's a new form of training.
We can call it that.
Get more bruises, aren't I?
Oh, you'll wish there'll be bruises.
Okay,
I need you to put your foot, get in a stance like you're ready to fight, but put your back foot, lift it up slightly, if you would.
I'll follow his direction.
He will take a knife and stick it so it's right up against the back of your foot. The blade is against the back of your foot. And he will...
So if I drop it, like, it cuts.
If you step backwards, you will be cutting into your foot. You've been learning the basics of swordplay, but you don't really have the mentality for it. If you're in it to kill someone, don't hesitate. Don't flee. That is not what we do on this ship. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die with honor. You clear?
Aye, Captain.
Good lad. And he will do the same, and he will bring up a sword. And you will be unable to, he's like, no sidestepping. This is just your sword work. Try and dodge backwards, you cut your foot. And I promise, if you cut your foot, the rest of the week you're going to be working without your socks and without your shoes. And it's going to hurt real bad for you.
Yep, no, I'm not gonna try not to step back.
Good. Let's try it. And you will spar with him for about 30 minutes. And I will say, since he is a master swordsman, and you are not...
I probably cut my foot.
At one point, he has you switch feet.
Okay. I'm gonna bear it to advance as much as I possibly can, because I also want to look good in his eyes.
So roll me just a d20. Don't just tell me what the number is.
Yes! Finally, a natural 20.
So with a natural 20, I'm not going to say you do anything super incredible at this moment.
No, but at least I got through
But
this.
at one moment, you fight through the pain. You see an opening where there's like a momentary lapse in his like judgment and his weakness. As he looks like he feels kind of bad, as you take advantage of it, and you don't like fully cut him. He does dodge back, but he dodges back a bit too much, and you cause him to cut his own foot.
I would smirk a little bit, but try to like suppress it, because I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm still gonna smirk a little bit.
All right, that's enough. I haven't cut my foot on a bleed like that in years.
Yes, finally. Ow, my feet hurt.
That's more like it.
Did you do this too when you were younger?
Aye, that's what my captain taught me.
Oh god, it hurts. I need to wrap this.
No, you're not gonna.
Can you just gotta walk around bloody foot?
Aye.
Oh, they're gonna call me Bloodfoot again.
Oh, probably.
Damn it.
And need note,
Fine.
if you make too much of a blood pile, you got to clean it up yourself.
So maybe they'll make me fast foot if I get through things faster. Okay.
Maybe.
I thank you
All right.
for betraying me.
Oh, you're welcome. There's one last bit. Clean up all the blood that you left on the floor, though, before you can go to bed.
Fuck, I knew it. I was gonna try to get out of it.
Ah,
I'll
sorry.
clean it up, and then I will tiptoe the rest of the way till it's healed.
We cut back to the non-memory space. as
Reality.
yes, reality.
Also
I don't want
known
to.
as reality.
I don't want
I
to.
wasn't gonna say.
I don't want to say reality. Well, I didn't want to say that because technically his memory is reality, but it's just not current.
Back to reality.
Meanwhile, in the not
Yeah, in the
dreamland.
present, not dream. Meanwhile, in the not fake world, you see, as you all look through every so often, checking in on Typhoon while he's asleep. His face, it is sleeping, but there is just a general malice, as if he's like every part of his body is tense. All of his muscles are as tight as can be, and then in a moment, it lifts.
I think they did it, guys.
We shouldn't do anything, right? Until they like,
No,
come back.
we should
and-
wait for them.
Yes, it's probably best to wait for confirmation.
The Dragonheart puts his fist down. Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
You don't just.
Were you gonna punch him awake?
I was gonna wait for him to wake up, punch him, and then that way, if he came after me bloodlustfully, he might not have been cured.
Oh. I remember when you punched me.
Let's not test that theory. There's really only so many times I have left that I can put him to sleep.
I didn't punch you. I judo
Yeah.
you. There was a difference.
Oh yeah. That hurt.
Not too long after, Gideon will come back. All right, it's done. We can you can go in there now. I'll open the door.
Ariana will walk in and kind of gently try to shake Typhoon awake.
Do I wake up?
Yeah.
Ty, hey.
Why am I
are you-
touching my toes?
You went kind of crazy. Are you feeling better?
I feel really sore. What? Why am I on the floor? Wait, what happened?
Do you have any feelings of bloodlust? Do you want to kill the lieutenant?
Not currently. Wait, oh yeah, she
Gideon,
slapped
can
me.
we untie
Wait,
him?
Did I attack people again?
Yeah, you did.
Fuck.
Should we?
Wait, can you guys
Double
check it one
check.
more time while I'm tied up?
I'll back up and
Not
look at
Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Not Dragonheart.
I am going to say anything. You know what? Eeny, meeny,
No,
orc.
Yeah.
You look, you haven't been. You weren't in
that's
the fight
gonna hurt
earlier.
fucking hard.
Hit him.
I like move my head 'cause that's probably all I
okay.
can move.
I will
Hey,
ready
no,
the sleep
no.
spell.
Hey,
no.
hey,
Be
Ty.
gentle.
How
This is
are
my
you?
prized possession.
You doing all right?
Just get it over
I'm
with.
really sorry. I'm really sorry, and I punched him.
He's prone, so get advantage.
and tied up.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna be the problem if I punched him.
I
Not
was gonna
punch
say
you over
not
here.
I was saying not Teresa also. but I get a
Natural
chance.
20.
God dang, I fucking knew it.
That man fucking dead.
Well, you're not adding a superiority die to this, so
Do it.
roll your damage.
I will add a superiority. No, I'm just kidding.
I will remember.
I will remember this.
Okay. So, 18 points of damage.
Fucking hell! Alright, so I have a broken nose now.
Gideon's like,
I'm leaking,
yeah, you kind of like
and my head is smushed even more so from after the guy. So and now you just smushed it more.
say,
Do you hate me now?
Typhoon. You like hear
I
like
think you broke my nose.
as Teresa gets back, you just hear like a subtle like
No,
click
no, no.
as locks it in.
God, the most I could have
alright?
done in one shot was 11.
Yeah, you kind of like head like bounces against the floor.
I probably like days for a quick second. Like the.
Do you want to?
Wait, why are there
Do
three
you want to
of
hurt
you?
me? Do you want to hurt me?
I kind of want to just because of that punch. That you did not have to
No,
punch me
but
that
do you
hard.
feel compelled to like
Feel compelled to do something. All right.
like
God
stab
dang
me?
it. No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Maybe
I
we should
said
make
I was
sure.
sorry.
Oh no, no, no.
I don't believe part of his pardoning was your friends get to beat the shit out of you.
I mean,
What did I do to
time
you, sir?
served.
little bit.
right?
What?
A little bit.
I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
say
do
that
anything.
that's a little bit fucked up there, Dragon Boy. If he's cursed, if you ever get cursed and your friends beat the shit out of you. You can't get mad at them then.
Nah, I'm just messing with
So
you.
is he good to go now?
Can I
or-
get out of these binds, please?
Yeah.
I'll start untying him.
I'll help.
Every
Here,
time she
you
reaches
can-
down, he flinches.
I know I like move my face slightly further away.
You can smack me if you want. It's fine.
Okay.
See, now the way you say it makes me feel bad.
Once he's untied, I'll reach over and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Oh my god, thank god, my nose just cracks back in place. Oh fuck, ow!
Gideon, ooh, nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Gideon will be like, one moment, I'm gonna go check on the others. He'll go into the holding cell and they'll be like, fuck you, cop! Fuck you! He's like, I don't give a shit what you're saying about me. You're all still here, eat shit. Turn around.
Shit.
It's shite.
You're criminals.
You know, like the blood off my face.
Man, if you had kept your nose broken, I would have made you a mask, and we could have been mask buddies.
I have to have a broken nose to have a mask.
Nah, you would have wanted it, though.
It's an oddly weird
Is there
stipulation.
I'm
a
gonna be real
broken
honest
nose
with
under your
you.
mask?
If she didn't heal it, I was gonna pop it back in place myself.
Fair.
Well, as per... Oh, I do need to give you this. He hands Typhoon a piece of paper. In formal writing, it states that you have been pardoned of all charges in relation to the murder of the individual due to magical insanity through cursed possession of, or unknowing possession of a cursed item. You must present this to any officer of the law that questioned your criminal past while in this sliver.
Okay, I'll like keep it away, tuck it away in my like secret pocket. That's the safest spot, I think.
Secret pocket.
Oh yeah.
Gideon will also be like, here's your sword back.
The
The curse sword?
one?
Curse
it's no
is
longer
gone.
cursed.
We didn't break the thing.
That's still a sword.
I like tap it once and like I tap it again. Like okay, then I'll take it.
I ready a fist.
I swear to God.
No, we checked it. It's clear. I mean, you can have your...
No,
Well,
her
some-
fist.
Oh,
No, I was just making sure if like it came back and then
I mean,
We're
you
too
can...
strong.
One of your magical people can identify it or whatever you want to do.
Can any of you guys do?
I can cast identify.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna cast identify.
Would you like to explain
It's
how
the
you're...
makeup for the punch.
Yeah, just pull out this magical lens from my like pocket and then I'll tap it a few times and it'll
It's super cursed now.
start glowing and I'll look through it.
This weapon is just a +1 rapier now.
Okay, so I can get rid of this.
This is just a stronger rapier.
Yeah, you can just give yourself a +1 rapier.
Oh, thank God. No more blacking out, except for alcohol. Hey, that's a safer blackout, honestly.
Well,
Honestly.
Don't I?
Less murder, yes.
I handled the paperwork in the meantime. I gotta get back to the inn. They probably... Oh, no, they've probably gotten the good stuff.
Thank you, Trevor. We'll be back there momentarily.
Not the good stuff.
And he just, like, he's, like, just does, like, the anime, like, screech, and just starts running. Just off in the distance. You best not be getting into the wine. It's not Sunday.
That damn Sunday wine.
So it's just you guys in this, room.
This could have gotten
I still
better,
have some
or
topaz, like,
this could have been
scales.
worse.
Are there still topaz scales on me at all, or they're all gone?
Nope, they're gone.
Ah, that would have been cool. Never mind.
I would have ended up punching you.
You just want to punch me.
No, if you had topaz scales, and the last person that had topaz scales that I murdered Rin, there'd be some
Yeah.
part of Dragonheart that would always see you as an enemy.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, just
John is gonna just be like, that, you're right, that could have really gone worse. I'm glad it didn't. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm exhausted and very
Yeah.
sore. I think I'm going to go take a nap.
I heard
Yeah.
everywhere.
At this
Hey,
point, it's nighttime.
Hey, Typhoon. Tomorrow when you wake up and you feel a bit better, you wanna talk?
Did I do something
I
again?
promise I won't punch. No.
okay.
I promise I won't punch you again.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
I think you swear.
Actually, yeah. I'll just get coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go on like a coffee friend date thing.
A coffee outing, yes. Okay,
Yeah, a coffee outing.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
with that.
We each got our own rooms, right?
Well, no, you and I have our own rooms.
Technically, yeah, the other ones don't have rooms yet.
Oh, that's true.
Some of them are bunked together.
I'm with Claw, right?
Yeah.
And
me.
Nariana. The three of you are
Yes.
sharing a room.
Oh. Oh
Typhoon
yeah.
got
I
his
have a
own.
room by myself.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You were doing math for a while, and Dragonheart was just like, screw it.
I was just trying to understand. Okay.
Let's go back,
I'll approach
guys.
that before I go to sleep then.
John and his 8 hit points are going to bed.
In the bar.
I'm too old for this.
An arrow shoots through.
John said.
Is anyone in the bar?
Dice of
Oh,
1d4
yeah.
damage.
There's a lot of clergy folk that are having their.
Clergy folk.
Yeah, it's your religious town, my guy.
I know.
There's some farmers.
like-
There's some regular folk. They're having their drinks. Ada is in here, just having a drink in the corner.
Because of I'm trying to play into it too, Typhoon not liking being alone. I feel like he would try to find like a target, basically, someone to take to bed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Roll me an insight into people.
Who
Yeah.
worships the sex gods?
Yeah,
Anyone?
Anybody follow
16 plus.
Dionysus?
You said insight?
Yeah.
16 plus 7 is 23, 24.
With that good of an insight, as you're looking around at individuals, is there a particular persuasion you're looking for?
Does persuade them?
No, persuasion of individual.
What's your flavor?
Oh,
Dude, female.
honestly, I'm not gonna be super picky, but like female and like mildly attractive. Right? I look. I've been through a lot.
Just mildly.
He's
Got
like,
it.
I just need company for the night.
Yeah, you're going. There's a few of the non-clergy folk having a conversation that you can easily walk up. One of them's gonna look at you. You look like hell. Let me get you a drink.
Oh, I'd love that. And I will. I don't know how to describe it. I will drink with them and try my best to talk my way through this.
Roll me just charisma.
17 plus.
Yeah, you're
3.
fine.
Oh, dirty 20. Oh,
Yeah.
take that.
That's enough.
Yeah.
You have company for the night.
So come here often.
I live here.
Oh, nice.
So
Fun to
yes.
do around here?
I live in this.
I mean, we have our own fun and games that we like to mess around with. We try and, even though not all of us are as religious as the most of us who live here, we do have a lot of various religious activities we partake in, but it's not all read the book, stand up, say a prayer, sit down, sing. There are many different practices and things that are very fun. So,
So what's your practice?
oh, I'm not really religious. I'm not. You can't really say I'm atheist. Of course, there's mainly. I'm.
But you're not super into that department.
No, I'm more into the physical world.
I respect that. I understand that as well. And I will continue talking and trying to hype her up to get her attention to take her to bed.
Got it. What rest are you doing? Sleep?
Yeah, Mariana's going up to bed.
I was gonna do something if I don't know if anybody else had anything.
John said he's going to sleep.
That's right.
John
I just
has
wanted to
the
make
fuck
sure.
out.
Just make
Teresa?
sure.
Oh, I probably head up to bed, making sure Claw's okay, fast asleep, and then turn in myself.
Are we making a cuddle pile with the three of us in bed?
Yeah, got a
And
file. And Fang.
You,
So what Dragonheart would like to do is, since he has a room by himself, is there carpets in this room? Like even a rug?
Yeah.
Okay. He'd sit on top of the rug. He'd pull out the box with the bone in it and put it across from himself. He'd sit crisscross on the rug, and so especially with the topaz thing rearing its head again in this thing, it's still very fresh in Dragonheart's mind, and interacting with this dragon, he knows he has a lot of pent up energy, and like he's angsty and all that stuff. So he's going to attempt to try and focus that into another element, and he's going to rub his hand on the carpet, creating a little bit of static, and try to use that as a focus point of meditation, just to like, even if it's just a taste, to understand that in his body a bit, convert some of that into electrical energy, to kind of start focusing on learning.
Is the box open on the other side or closed?
He would open up so he could see it, because when it first appeared, I know, or if I remember correctly, when it first appeared, electricity was the first thing that popped up, so it was like the first kind of connection.
Give me a wisdom check at advantage. So if you remember, when you first got into town, Gideon said that a storm was coming. And it was best to stay in town for a little while, because if you went into the mountains with a storm happening, it would not be great.
Right.
It's been a few hours. That storm on the horizon has finally made it off the mountains. And as you are, running your hands across... do you still have your mask on? Or are you taking it off?
Yes.
Okay. So you feel like the hair on the back of your neck kind of like begin to like kind of stand up from the static and everything as you build it up. And as you're doing it, you just hear a soft voice. Slower. Feel the energy. Feel as it converts. Amplify the energy around you. Your will is your reality.
I'll start slowing the pace.
As you do, you kind of feel each individual as outside the rain softly begins to hit against the edge of the window pane, as just the slow rumble of thunder rolls in, as you feel it back and forth. And as you do, the static, you're not quite noticing it to start, but after a little bit you notice that you're feeling it more of this, the energy transference, as every so often you feel the static and the electricity spark in towards the box and towards the bone. Stand.
Dragonheart will stand.
Open the window and place a hand outside.
And he'll open the window. And in my head, I imagine there's a little bit of like that, Avatar: The Last Airbender, of like kind of like feeling where it was his hand that was rubbing, and kind of just like
Transfer,
feeling, yeah, and kind of he puts that hand out the window, very that Tai Chi kind of.
And you feel the ambient electrical energy of the thunderstorm around you, as your fingertips begin to tingle. As you let the cold rain hit you and run down. There is that, kind of, you feel your muscles getting tense from the electrical energy. As you continue to feel out, and you extend your hand down slightly towards the skeleton, as it's a fraction of a second, a very small arc, but leads from your fingertip to the bone. Well done. My will is strong, and so are you. And you'll hear the voice fade.
Dragonheart will close the window, close the box, and he'll go to bed. Very relaxed from a very, I think, beneficial meditation.
You all wake up in the morning. John and Dragonheart are alone. The rest of you wake up with someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Morning.
Teresa, you kick in your sleep.
Oh, sorry. Did that hurt?
It was annoying. You almost kicked me out of bed twice.
Oh,
Thank God she
Sorry.
doesn't punch in her sleep.
I'll,
I'm dead.
I sleep punch!
What now?
Jake, you didn't sleep very well, did you?
would you prefer I, punched you in my sleep?
No, I'd wake you up with a punch right back in your face. No, I wouldn't.
I'd punch you.
My eyebrow.
I lied.
Why did that feel like Narya's like, these guys talk trash to one another. I'm going to do it. I felt bad doing that. That felt wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it just felt weird yesterday, and I think that transferred over to my dreams.
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm worried about Ty. We need to check on him this morning, see how he's doing.
yeah. He and I are actually gonna go on a coffee outing this morning to have a little talky talk since you know I struggled. I think I used to struggle with you know, doing things that I didn't really have any control over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I only saw it happen once, maybe twice.
Yeah, no, it's been happening for a while. It's only since that ritual happened with back in Felodin that things got sorted. So hopefully
Now we're all
that
back to
fixed it.
normal.
Hopefully. Unless there's another person who just goes out of control.
Yeah, let's not speak that into the universe, shall we?
I know. Okay.
Paul wakes up and
alright.
just freaks out.
I mean, that would fit.
Hey,
Claw, though.
Hey.
As you're waking, getting ready, you open the curtains, and that rain is hitting the window.
No. Wow. It's really coming down.
The rest of you wake up, have your morning chai tea and tai chi. Anything in particular you'd like to do, John?
John is gonna spend some time re-preparing some spells.
Got it. Don't forget, Nariana, you can do that too.
That's what I'm doing right now.
So you're praying and doing your thing to prepare your spells, Nariana. Typhoon.
Do I wake up before?
You
she
wake
does,
up
or-
as she is leaving.
That tracks. I'm okay with that. I was gonna. I'm glad I'm avoiding an awkward conversation. I'll wake up and stretch and like kind of like feel my like body and mind out to feel if I guess feel clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like take in like a deep breath and like I guess smelling that stormy air, just kind of remembering my days on the ship and like storms and like the chaos that happens on ships, but taking in the calm surroundings around me and just like take a deep breath and then get dressed and head downstairs to get something to eat. Hopefully everyone else is awake. If not, they'll come down eventually.
Oh, you're the last one up, probably.
Well, then I'll see them down there.
You know, everyone at this point, I mean, during your morning routines and, you know, coming down, Gideon is once again back up and at him. Hey, morning. Breakfast will be ready soon.
Gideon, I just thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Sorry for all the inconvenience.
It's all right. I mean, I can't say I've really intertwined with many cursed items before, but it's what it is. You know, wherever the wind blows us, right?
Ain't that the truth? But still, thank you.
Welcome. The storm, from what I can tell, should be passing in about midday. So feel free, if you'd like to go out in the storm, you're more than welcome to. But you have time to wait. We have darts, pool, alcohol.
Reminds me of the old days.
Darts, pool, and alcohol?
Well, the storm and the alcohol part, yeah.
About to say, your ship must have been really nice if you had pool on it. I can't imagine how the hell you'd play that on a ship.
If we were able to do that, we'd have to find some type of magic to do that, and we did not have that. Maybe darts, but it was really just throwing knives at a target.
We had darts, and oh boy, we had a lot of people lose their eyes.
Yeah,
Not I.
Who had knives in their hand. Oh, they have.
Look, people would try it more than once.
Yeah, we really didn't have the smartest bunch of people either.
No, it takes a special kind of person to be willing to go onto a boat and be on the
Especially
open.
these seas, yeah.
Exactly. It's not great.
But they're so much fun.
I miss it sometimes, but this is my calling.
Fair enough. As long as you're happy, that's what's important.
So feel free to relax and do what you need to do for your day. I'll be here.
Yeah. I mean, if everyone's already down here, I'll go grab a
Yes.
coffee with everyone.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. How's everyone doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Honestly, more
Feeling
clear
alright?
than I've been in a while.
That's good. You wanna have that talk?
Yeah, we can go over here.
Yeah.
Okay. And that, with you guys heading off to have your talk, is where we're going to end it.
Okay.
We will pick up
I know,
next
I'm
time
looking
with...
at the time and I was
You're in trouble. I'm kidding.
So, we will
Or in
pick up
trouble.
next time with
A heart-to-heart.
a good old-fashioned heart-to-heart.
A heart to artificial
Art,
heart.
art.
Heart to-
Capacitor.
Yeah, capacitor. We will...
Heart to engine.
Hard to batter.
this heart to battery, and we'll pick up with that, and you guys will... the storm will clear, and you guys will be free to continue on your way to Lumbra. I mean, from Lumbra to Brom.
To Brom.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, I'm going to start hitting buttons. Take it away, Funky Man.
This will go YouTube on Monday.
Monday.
No Vampire Sunday.
No Vampire
No
Sunday.
vampire.
Nuh-uh.
But then we start
Sad.
again with next week with D&D on Friday.
Friday.
Sigh.
There's no Vampire Sunday, but guess what? There is Vampire over on the RPG table tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to watch me play a dumb motherfucker, that's the best place to be.
Sounds
Check that out.
beautiful.
Sounds like a hell of a good time.
Hey.
It's fucked up. They
Anything
murked-
else?
They murked two
Uh,
princes last session.
As a
Fuck
friendly
them.
reminder, despite the fact that Pride Month is coming to an end, we are still always raising money for the Trevor Project.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Just
Yeah.
because June ends, our support for the LGBTQIA plus community does not end. And also feel free to support all of the players here on their individual channels, whether that's on the RPG table with Skye, Tragic Backstory, Shiro Nailo, Stardust _ Shimmer,
Yeah.
and people like that.
And Tristan
You
Sanity.
too.
No, don't
And
promote
Insanity.
Yes.
No.
And also, wait.
Don't stream anything. I'm the only one who doesn't stream anything.
Just,
And
just
that's
donate to
okay.
her. Just donate to her, Jen.
Yeah, just
Yes,
donate. Just
donate.
send her money.
I
Okay.
would not say no.
Pin your Venmo.
With all that being said, we will hopefully catch you guys next time.
Next
Bye.
time. Bye.